I just found my phone. I lost it. Just discovered it in the washing machine. I've put it in some rice now. Hopefully it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It didn't come back to life, but luckily I have a really old one that still allows me to call and text, so that'll do for now. We were in Sada. The first thing we always do in a new place is go and explore. A quick look at the other boats and at the facilities.
Very nice little clubhouse, some beautiful art.
Little did we know that this clubhouse would play a big part in our lives over the course of the next month, and we would come to know this route and playground very well. Oh look, a place I could now recycle my defunct phone, but I'll probably just give it to the kids to take apart as a learning exercise. And then the storm started. And we did what we could to keep ourselves entertained.
I made some cakes. It's got some raspberry jam in the middle, and I got some chocolate things. I got some chocolate things I bought on the top, and then I whipped some cream and put that on.
We did lots of waiting around and got a few jobs done.
So yesterday, or the day before, we luckily filled up our water bottles before we filled up the water tank of Esperance, and in doing so we noticed that the water at the taps here is a bit yucky. So my daughter and I went on a big mission yesterday. We got some advice from the marina owner here, and he said it's not just the marina, it's the entire town. There's a leak somewhere in the pipes or something, they're not sure, but there's like sediment in the water. It's pretty gross. They sent us up, me and Tilly, up to like this spring on the side of the hill, which looked like a drain, but it was delicious water. So we've got that for our drinking, but we do need to fill up the taps soon. We've been now on day 8 or 9 since we last filled up, so we are going to run out soon. I haven't put the new gauge in yet, but we'll do. Anyway, I've been rummaging around through my spare parts bits bag, and I'm going to put together, hopefully, a bit of a bodge, but it's going to give me an inline filter on my hose pipe, so that when we fill up from the tap outside, hopefully most of the rubbish and crud will be caught before it goes in our tanks. 1, 2, and I've got a big bag of old plumbing bits, fittings and didgeridoo, another bag over there, some bits and pieces. Anyway, got a couple of these. I've just chopped one up. This thing here, just chop that in half. So I'm hoping if I tidy this up now, I can connect that to this, and then through one other fitting I can then connect that to my garden hose outside, which I can then fill up the water tanks with water that's been like at least run through a strainer to get rid of the worst of the crud. I've spent some time cutting up a perfectly good fitting and trying to bodge it and make it fit. It doesn't fit, and then I've realised it doesn't need to, because I could just stick this filter right at the end of the hose, and then it would literally wouldn't need to have another bit coming off the end, because this could just go straight into the water tank.
Perfect imitation of the actual story. That's the kind
Cool, so in another step towards making Esperance a bit safer, I've taken apart our manual bilge pump today before I left the UK. I bought a spares kit, and I'm just doing a service, and it's very exciting. Basically, service is man talk for clean. So take it apart, clean it up, but you do replace the parts. So you can see here, for example, this is the old non-return valve, right? And this is the new one. But I don't know, you can't tell much on camera, but this one is like stiff. It's completely got like, it's very, very tight. Whereas the new one is all rubbery and squishy. There's lots of parts. There's like a flappy thing and a sealy thing and an O-ring thing. So replace all the rubber parts. That's the old one, a bit stiff. That's the new one. And then, yeah, have a working bilge pump hopefully, which will be good, because then we'll have 4 electric bilge pumps and 1 manual. So we should be pretty good. Last night we slept inside a waltzers with someone throwing buckets of water on us.
Like this.
Let's go!
People are going around with umbrellas, and I've never really seen the point of umbrellas before until I came to Spain, where it's just really hot wearing your coat. Whereas if you've got an umbrella, you can stay cool and stay dry. It's genius. The storm was ferocious enough to blow down this tree. I don't know what kind of plastic this is, but this makes such a weird noise. That is the loudest plastic I've ever heard.
This is crazy! Like, this is loads better and more comfortable than it was last night, but this boat is just dancing around on these pontoons. Look at this thingamajig working. Ooh! Isn't that cool how that works? Stretch. It's absorbing some of the shock off the boat. Got one of those at the bow and the stern. Try and take some of the flow. I'm just going through ropes like so rapidly. At the bow, going through the fair lead, one of the ropes is almost worn through, and it's just like, that's the fair lead, which is like smooth, and it's like the bit where it's called a fair lead literally because it keeps the lead fair, because it goes through and it's all smooth and doesn't break it. And it's all, yeah, I mean, it's going to cost me 100 quid in mooring lines just staying at this marina. Everywhere you look, there's just ropes that are being like chafed, torn. Oh. It's all good, but it's just a pretty interesting experience this. Like, we've had rolling nights and anchor, but we've never ever slept in a marina and been like, felt like, I mean literally Kelly described it as being in a Wurlitzer last night. So the one like the teacups at the fair, and we had the hatch open as well, so it's like teacups with somebody throwing buckets of water over you. We didn't sleep well. What a difference a bit of sunshine makes. Look at this, after miserable days, we've got a couple of days of a bit of sun now. It is supposed to basically still rain every day, but not as much. And then next week it's going back to stormy again.
Yay!
But it's really interesting, isn't it? Because we've got what's come back, a bit like winter. You did drawings.
Yeah. Winter!
Lovely.
Coldness.
It's not really cold, but it is down into low teens. There is condensation back. I'm almost like, we've got a dehumidifier still. It's stored under Tilly's bed, all wrapped up, packed away properly. And it's like, oh, should we get that out? Which is a bit depressing, because the whole ambition is to not ever need our dehumidifier anymore.
As soon as we realised we were going to be stuck here for a while, we started to look for things to do. And we found people to do it with. Look at that. Beautiful music. Can you hear that? These were the pastries that Hugh and Eric tried in Ribadesella on their big night out.
Chicken. Carne no me acuerdo.
We were very fortunate that this marina also had two other sailing families who were waiting out the weather. One was our friends Five Gone Sailing, and the other a German family, Sailing_Lilydröm. I actually don't know how you say it. They told us about this market, so we went to explore. Spain is definitely a place where you look up. Lots of cool buildings. This.
I can try some.
I forgot just how popular football is here. We're in a market. That's all I'm going to say. Pig's face for sale. We're close. Pig's ears and a pig's penis for sale.
Very different. Wow.
We also found a local concert hall, which had a free concert every Saturday night. We got front row seats.
Another slightly destructive night here at Sada. The swell. It's about to get worse as well, which is a shame, but more mooring lines have been sort of damaged. I need to basically, every day at least, I need to adjust all the mooring lines. You can see just there in the fair lead, the line's getting smashed. You can see, oh yeah. And also, yep, this thingamajig broke last night. That's not good. So that's no longer doing its job. And my favourite one, as I've been sat here, I've been watching this cleat slide back and forth. So I'm going to pop to Lou and leave you guys to watch this. We travelling, we're making friends with lots of the families, which is lovely. And there's another German family on the pontoon here. They're absolutely lovely. So Jan and Sinja, and their 2 boys, and the little one's like a tiny baby, 7-month-old baby, which is super cute because we've forgotten how little they are and how much they can't like argue back and run away and things like that. Anyway, in this, all our ropes are getting ripped off, getting ripped apart and destroyed by this very, very swelly marina. But Jan's had trouble in the big swell the other night. One of his cleats literally got ripped off and all the bolts were bent. And I happen to have, for once, the right part. So like the circle carries on. If you remember back in Belle-Île, John was lending me lots of parts, which was lovely. And things I didn't have in, even though I've got a big box of stainless steel bits here in front of me, but I didn't have the exact right ones. And as it turns out, Jan is in need of some 100mm long, 8mm countersink head A4 stainless steel bolts, which is quite a specific thing. And even most charnries may not have them in stock. They'd have to order them in. As it happens, I've got a box of 100 of them. Well, I did have 100. I've probably still got about 80 left because I was using them when I was doing repairs to the tow rail. And I still plan to use a fair few, but I can definitely let Jan have a handful, which is fantastic. It's really cool. So it's nice. It's like the circle. So John from Sailing Summer Kendra gave me some bolts a month or so back, and now I'm able to pass that on by giving these bolts to Jan and Sinja, which is really cool.
What are you doing? Coming.
Taking this off here because I want to go and get another one, but there's no point in trying to neatly get it off. I might as well just cut it off. So I've got my selection of knives. This is entertainment nowadays for us. They are. Eric wants Darcy to eat some pickle. She hates pickle. She says she'll eat pickle.
Tried it.
Okay.
I have.
She says she'll eat pickle in exchange for Eric eating peanut butter, which we all know he doesn't
The
like.
original deal was rotten eggs, but I changed that. Mum kind of changed that, so. Right.
There's no.
But Darcy, here's the spoon. I want you to actually. I don't want you to. This is my last scoop in the September jar, so I don't want you to eat it and then immediately eat the peanut butter because you won't get the taste.
Yeah.
You have it.
Wait.
I'll chew it, so you can at least get the taste. Ready? I'm scared.
I need
It's
to
okay.
watch this.
Oh.
What does it taste like, Darcy?
What did it taste?
Oh, you're using peanut butter to get the taste away.
Yeah. What did the pickle taste like?
Peanut butter and pickle, gross.
What did the pickle taste like? It tasted a bit like sausage and a bit spicier.
Hugh has just made a big family announcement.
Big family announcement. It's October 21st. We're going to put a dehumidifier on. We've had a whole week of rain, and we've got a whole week of rain to come. We can't get the washing dry. Everything feels a bit damp. It's time.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power we have, so it doesn't matter. It's going to cost us an extra couple of kilowatts a day. I just want things to be dry.
Despite the rain and the feeling of Groundhog Day, we started to make some good friends and even offered them a babysitting service so they could go out on a date for the first time in ages.
Esperance has become a creche for the afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
It looks like we're looking after some children for a bit. And one of them is an utterly adorable baby.
Utterly adorable.
And the longer it carried on raining, the more things we found to do.
We're going on a boat ride, Darcy, aren't we? This is really good fun, Darcy. You're going to like this. What do you reckon?
Yeah, and if you don't like it, say stop.
Yeah, remember to say stop. Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't like it. Okay? See what it does.
Look at this door, That's so good.
Let's see if it wants. Need some time. Need my weight to the front. Yeah. Yeah, here she goes.
Woo, here we go, we're up. Is that fun?
Yeah!
I originally thought that I'd be able to put the whole month of Sada into just one video, but we actually ended up doing lots of things and having a really good time. This episode may show us finding our feet and feeling a little unsettled, trying to work out what to do with ourselves. But as you'll see in the next episode, if you have the right people around you and the right mindset, you can make the best of what you're given.